now that I'm in a good mood, Road! I was really excited for this movie. After seeing the absolutely terrible piece of crap 2012 Into the World film, this movie looked like a good Into the World movie. It looked gritty, it looked dark, it looked violent, like an Into the World movie should. The world is ending. That's a depressing thing. At least I think so. Now this movie definitely is better than 2012, but that doesn't mean I'm not a little disappointed. This movie was okay. It's an adaptation of a novel written by the author of No Country for Old Men, and I haven't read the book, of course. I've never read any books. I kind of like how they never really say why this has happened in the world, but it looks awesome. Viggo Mortensen, his performance is fantastic. So the little kid, his name is something, but it's his first movie. He did a great job. They both did very well together. The problem is the script. So many times in this movie, I really just wanted there to be something more powerful to it because I just knew that the actors could pull it off. I thought there was a really excellent drama coming somewhere in here. The script, unfortunately, really doesn't do the performances justice. There's really just nothing to this movie. They walk around a bit, every once in a while they get in some sort of danger and it's really exciting, but then they get out of it and it's kind of forgotten about. I'm aware of the story of this film, they're traveling, they're trying to, go south. So, there isn't going to be like a consistent moving conflict, but there really wasn't anything. Nothing really to hold on to, just this man and his son moving a lot. And, it could have worked, but I just didn't really find myself rooting for him, unfortunately. There's some depth, but nothing really all that touching or powerful. I wouldn't call him unlikable, but something's just really missing. It doesn't really have that strong emotion that it should. There are tastes of a really good movie here. Robert Duvall shows up with an excellent, 5-second performance. Like a lot of scenes in this movie, they just end. Don't really affect anything in the film at all. Don't really elevate anything. Don't really progress anything. There's just a lot of run-ins with people that it's just forgotten about. A lot of this movie is just stuff we've seen before, especially when the film started out. It's just overly depressing. It's like, I'm okay with a depressing movie. Heck, sometimes I like a depressing drama, actually. One that, is really emotional, makes you cry, whatever. But the thing with this movie, like I said, there's just no real punch behind it. There's just no real power. Nothing really powerful to it that I found. So therefore, when it's just depressing stuff, it's just depressing. It's nothing really powerful or emotional. It's just depressing. It's nothing you really want to see. So I'm pretty sure I haven't said a single positive thing about this movie, but I didn't hate it. I didn't even dislike it. I liked some of it, but man, is some of it boring. I'm going to be honest, it is really not all that interesting of a film, for the most part. There are tastes of a really good movie. It looks great, the acting is great, but the script just really is not all that compelling. For the most part, the film is just pretty one-note, gets really repetitive. It's very well directed, like I said, it looks cool, but there's just really not much to be engaged in after a while. We've just kind of seen it, The scene near the beginning where Morrison, murders one of these guys, these cannibals. It's not really a spoiler, it happens in the beginning. You think that group is like going to chase them and stuff, it gets exciting. Like that, it just tastes of a really exciting movie, but they get away from them and then, they walk some more. They find like the world's last sodas and they find this underground food shelter and, they just keep finding stuff, just keep walking around. Some, uninteresting conversations, just nothing to it. Not a bad film, but nothing, really to go out and see. I'd say wait for a DVD if you really want to see it. But I think some people are going to like this movie because, man, Viggo Mortensen does such a good job in this movie. He does such a great job, I wouldn't be angry if he gets an Oscar nomination. He does such a good job. And unfortunately, there's just nothing really all that powerful that he says. Unfortunately, there is some depth. There are some good lines that, are, come to the end. It's like, oh, good job. Kind of some touching stuff, I guess. Like I said, there are some really good parts of this movie, but overall, it's just okay. I like some of it a lot. It just didn't really grip me. Overall, I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. The road.